Today we are group three and gonna start our discussion related to economics. Myself Dhruvil Mandalia, uh, I am going to speak about the economics which I applied in my life or before coming to Canada is about the savings. As I am a person who believes in savings. And I believe saving is not only about money. It's also about the time as well as feelings and many more things. The thing I applied in my savings is about my time. As I got my visa, and after getting my visa, I have to book a flight ticket for myself. So I have checked many websites and many flight options. So I decided to book a flight which was on 15th of December. But at the same time, I found that with the same price, I can book a flight on 28th of December. So I thought about it and decided to book a flight for 28th of December, which means I can spend 13 days more with my family. Even I was working back in my home country, so I can do work for my previous organization for more days so that I can earn some money because I was enrolled in a preparatory course, and when I do an preparatory course, Canadian government do not allow me to work in Canada till my preparatory course ends. So I decided to save some money and stay with the family back in my home place. So yes, this was the thing I applied in my life. I can say I was I was saved some money as well as spent some time with my family. So yes, this is the economy I have applied in my uh, life. So now I would like to move forward to Mr. Gaksh. Please, Mr. Gaksh, go ahead.
Uh, Thank you. Daksh this side here, and today I'm gonna talk about how I use economics in my day-to-day life. So, economic principle on day-to-day life. So, as I remember, when my study visa for Canada was granted, I got my essentials packed. Everything is done. So, only one thing is left is to book my flight to come to Canada. And then I started looking for best flight that suits me, like suit my budget, and I it should be hassle-free. So, when I was looking for a flight on the internet, there were like few options uh, I'm seeing like for direct flight without any stop in between countries. So I it's a, initially I was considering those flights, but they were a bit more expensive than like other flights. So uh, instead of they are a bit more expensive. So what I did, I just bought. Unfortunately, I come across a website that allow me to book a flight that was cheaper and just one stop. So I just immediately booked that, and due to that decision, I was able to save more than like around 550 to $600. And that was the difference. So what I did, I was able to save a lot of money. As I told, $500 to $600. So which I later use on for to buy my like essentials. Like I use it on like uh, travel and food, and also I bought a secondhand laptop from Facebook Marketplace, which was really good and helped me a lot. Uh, and I feel like this decision was able to help me a lot, and I think I was able to save a lot of money and use that money that I save efficiently on a side that will help me in future studies. So this is the situation and how that I think helped me to as I use economic principle. So that is for me, and now I'm gonna pass uh, next to Harsh. That's all for me.
Okay. Hello everyone. Hope we are doing well. Myself Harsh Lal. So today I would like to talk about economics, which I applied while I was searching for uh, accommodation in Canada. So after get my visas and all the things, I started searching for accommodation in Canada from Facebook Marketplace. So there were three things I kept in my mind while I was looking for it. So first was monthly rent. Second was utilities which are included in the rent and also provided by landlord. And third one is distance from my university. So if I focus on first things, I kept my budget for monthly rent around $500 to $600 so that I can easily manage my other things. So and second one is utilities included or not included in rent. If included utilities are included, so that I can save much more money and I don't have to buy any other things for my daily survival, such as stove, washing machine, fridge, etc. And apart from this, last one was a distance from university. So if the distance from university is less, so it will help me to save my time and I can do other works, other works in this time. So these were the three main aspects I considered while I was considering my accommodation in Canada. So this type of economics I applied so that I can save my money as well as my time. So I can save money and this money I can use for pay bills and other things such as food and like my college fees and etc. So this is from my side. Thank you. And I'm passing to Mohit.
Thank you, my friend Yash. So it's pleasure that I'm a member of Group 3. So my name is Mohit and I'm a software engineer by profession. So when it comes to the economics and business, those two things comes into my mind. First is business, uh, first is financial, and second is how you use the resources. So the when I came to Canada, I thought that what is the main thing, or which is consuming our resources. So it was like a transportation cost because I really like to be in the outskirts area. So I'm living far from my university. So when I daily travel to my university, or I have to go for three levels, like level one, zone one, zone two, zone three, right? So I use a bus and SkyTrain. So for that, the transportation cost was too high. When I observed and I searched online. So there was a thing called Compass card, which is a magical card, I would say. So what we have to do is every student have to recharge it with $190 cost. So it will give you access to all the transportation links of the city. So, but it was too costly for me as I'm a student here and we are on a foundation program and we cannot work. So for that time of money, I thought that I have to save the money for the transportation cost, right? So for that, I looked for a loophole which was in the system. So that was like one person can use, can have a one compass card and multiple people can use it. So what I did was I uh, sit with my cousin and we figured out that he's working 5 days a week, right? Then 2 days were off of him, right? First was Wednesday and second was Thursday. So these 2 days I have chosen. So in this scheduling days, what I do is I travel to my university. I sit down and I watch that whose professors schedule is meeting with these days. So I picked those courses. So now what I'm doing is I'm saving $190 per month. So it's a practical thing where I have applied the economics recently. So I really enjoyed doing these things. Apart from that, there are lots of things where I apply economics because as of now, I'm a student. I am on a foundation program. I can do the work, right? The another thing I invested in an investors edge app where a student can invest their money and they can earn interest on that because that the investors just offers so many opportunities for the students that they can directly invest in the mutual funds. So these are the two areas where I have applied the economics practically, and I have saved a lot of money. So That's all for me. I will handle the uh, further discussion to Mr. Yash. Yash,
Okay,
that's all
thank you
for you.
so much, Mohit, for such information. So I would like to start with the basic and what is the economics. So basically, economics is the study of the scarcity and its implementation for the uses of resources. So what we are learning in the economics that all we know that the humans' needs and desires are infinite, and the source to fulfill those desires are very scarce and limited. So basically, economics try to give us knowledge about how we can fulfill our desire or needs with the best use of the source which we are having. So there are n number of things or parts in which we are implementing economics, such as in while investing our money in particular parts, while getting employments, while purchasing something or making in budgets. All those things we are implementation economics. So there are few things in which I think I use economics, and one of them is when I first came to the Canada, I have very few money with me, and after coming here, my GIC will be released by the bank within a 7 days. So somehow I have to survive with only those money, and within that money I have to buy my essential things such as my mattress, and I have to pay my rents, I have to pay bills for my food, and I also calculate the traveling cost for me so that I can use that money till the full efficiency. So economic is not something that we are implementation to your day-to-day life. The economic is a vast and very big proportion, I think. So, hey guys, is anyone have other any kind of discussion points, or are we good to go?
Yes, I observed few points,
Okay,
like the Jaksh and Harsh and
okay,
Yash and all of everybody mentioned about the money, right? So
okay,
the financial scheduling, or we have to manage our finances very wisely. So
yeah,
these are the resources we can utilize
mm,
in either a proper way, but
okay,
we must look for a right technique, right?
yeah.
So if we
But
can't
economic
earn,
is not only
we
that relate
eh,
to the
yeah.
money; it also
Mm.
related to our time, our energy, our efforts, and many other resources as well. So
Absolutely,
by
Yash.
combining all those things,
That's why I
that's
told you that that's why I use the word resources with the finances, right?
yeah,
So we need a right technique to
yeah,
manage our finances. So
ah,
if we can't
yeah.
earn the money in our foundation period,
Mm.
what we can do is we
Yeah.
can manage finances and save money. So
In
that's
other
another.
words, with the least effort, how can we get the maximum result? With the least
That is
effort,
the
how
definite
can we
thing.
get the
And
maximum
also,
effort?
I would like
That's the
to
thing.
add one point, like as Mohit told about the compass card and use of that as he is staying in zone 3. So, like as per my knowledge, if we are staying in a zone 3, we can have a less amount as our rent. But if we see if we are staying in zone 1, we have
Mhm.
to provide a rent of like $50 or $100 more than zone 3. But
Exactly.
again,
Yeah.
the thing like as Mohit is having his cousin in the same city or with the same house, but we are the people who are not having any other relatives with us. So it's better for us to stay in a zone 1, as we are spending $100 less than the people who are staying in
Yes.
zone 3, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
also we can
exactly.
save our
So
time.
here I would do, elaborate a little more. I think there is a little confusion. I actually supposed to say that I have to cross all the three zones. As I mentioned,
Yeah,
that I would like to live
Yeah,
in the outskirts of the city. So I have to travel from the Langley to Surrey Central, then Surrey Central to the Vancouver. So I have to
yeah,
pass all the three zones. For that, I have to charge, I have to recharge
yeah,
the card with the
and
$190.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
apart from it,
in the same.
Gaksh, you have anything to say? You have to include any point in the group discussion, sir?
So I'm concluding with something that economic is not something that relate to us or any
Mhm.
individual industry or any individual person. Economic is the very vast or very big thing that affect each and every person within or without the boundary or any form. So
Oh,
that's
yes.
it, guys.
I believe we have to give a chance for the group discussion to
Okay,
the
sorry.
Mr. Josh, right? So he's
Okay,
the
then.
only one who left with the group discussion. Josh, you want to add something to it?
Please
Josh, sorry, we
turn on
can't
your mic.
hear you, sir. we can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
As I'm saying, like everyone has put on their points and brilliantly, and I don't think I have any questions left for
Okay.
for you because you have already
No
answered
issues. No
everything.
issues.
Okay, so guys, we have a very healthy
Yeah,
conversation.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
that's so we are ending this discussion here. So
Okay.
hope to see you all again, right? Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.